Certainly, there's so many things going through your head right now, but I'm really, really happy for everyone who loves Iowa State, loves everything about Iowa State, and to watch our players play, all the people that make this moment possible on a daily basis. And Senior Day is always special, but I don't know that there's ever been a better one or more special one than today. And I think what you saw from our team is basically what you saw all year, is just a team that might not be the prettiest thing at times with the way we do things, but damn, we play hard. And when you do things hard and you do things connected to each other, the basketball gods sometimes smile on you, and a few other people were smiling too, I think.
Ashley, what was going through your mind as you drove to the hoop on that last possession?
Nothing really. Just knew that I had to get to the basket, and my teammates put me in a great position to do so. So, just keep playing, I guess.
Ray, coming out of the long timeout before Ashley was going to shoot her free throws, you and Maggie were kind of celebrating before she had even shot a free throw. Did you just know she was going to make it and you guys were going to win?
That's exactly how much confidence we have in Ash. She's a great player. She puts herself in great position. We just have a whole lot of confidence in that kid.
Ashley, how nerve-wracking was that?
I didn't really think about it. Just, again, got up there, told myself, just like in practice, and went in. So,
what does this do for your guys' confidence going into the Big 12 tournament now?
That obviously boosted our confidence a lot, but we still got to work hard. We still got to buckle down and focus on what we have ahead. It put us in a great position for the future, but we got to take advantage of it.
We just got to take it one game at a time, like Ray said, and just keep improving off this game. We had some mistakes, so we just have to look at those and keep on improving off of them.
Coach looks a little soaked. What did you guys do in the locker room to him?
We celebrated.
Want to get more into it?
I don't have really much to say. We just celebrated. Thank the seniors for what they did.
What are the emotions like upsetting number 2 team in the nation, especially on Senior Day?
They're high. They're very emotional. We obviously put a lot of work into this. The seniors put a tremendous amount of work into this. It's emotional, but, you know.
What was kind of the talk, I guess, leading into this game? I guess the key to unlocking success against a team that hasn't lost in the Big 12 in like 3 years.
We knew they were going to be big and stronger and faster, so we just knew that we had to compete every play. So we just stuck together, and I think we grinded it out towards the end there.
Any more questions for student athletes?
Yeah, what's it like for you guys, have the fans behind you in that game and just everything pushing you guys late in the game, like, oh, we're going to win this game?
I mean, it's huge having our fans here. They always cheer us on, and then everyone stepped up. There were times when we were down and someone would step up. He would get a huge shot or a block, or we all just stuck together, and I think that was what allowed us to play how we did today.
Ashley, how difficult was it to get going from the field with a player like Lauren Cox on you most of the time?
Yeah, she's a great player, so you just have to be able to work around it. There's always a counter move, so just kind of keep on playing and see what she gives you. Thank you.
In the third quarter, Maggie made some big shots to get the team ahead. Can you talk about how important that is for a freshman to be able to step up in those moments?
Obviously, she hit some big ones. We talked about it. John Walters asked me about it in the pregame, that the big moments don't seem to bother Maggie. She's not afraid to make a mistake. She's not afraid to play. Some kids play not to win, play to not make a mistake, but she hit some big shots. Every time in the third quarter, I don't know if I've ever coached in a game where we didn't make a basket in the second quarter. And then in the third quarter, they get up 8, and I'm getting ready to call timeout, and Billy calls a play for Maggie. He said, give her one. give her one. And she made it, and then we made the next one, and then you're hanging around. So the kid doesn't play like a freshman, and just sticks her nose in there and does some really good things. And I've said this many times with Maggie. Maggie grew up in this environment. She loves Iowa State. I mean, it's in her heart, it's in her soul, and for her to be in these moments probably means a little bit more at times. So happy for her, and like I said, made some big ones.
You like talking about stats and history and stuff like that when it comes to your teams. How much of it did you talk to them about just what Baylor had accomplished over the years and just maybe what a win for you guys would do for, I guess, shaking up the college basketball world?
We didn't talk about, winning the game. We do talk a lot about what Baylor's done, and what they've done is beyond incredible to win and win at the level they're winning. But what I told them was, in life, whether it's a class that you take, a day at work, a personal issue, you're going to be faced with some really hard stuff. And this is what this game is supposed to be about, that when you play Baylor, it's hard. Everything about it is hard. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're whatever. And you either just say, okay, step aside and get run over, or you stick your nose there and get bloodied. And if you win, you win. You lose, you lose. But it's a teaching moment, and I think our kids have embraced that when we play them. We've always said, ignore the scoreboard, play the game the way we're supposed to play it. And normally that means you play hard, they beat you by 20, and you go home. Luckily today, it didn't happen that way.
And you had said you do talk to them about what they've accomplished this week. Would you kind of bring up to them?
No, I just told them. I said, you look at where we were, when we came home from Manhattan, and Kristen's hurt, and you have 3 games, to finish the Big 12 season, and we just talked about which way you want to go. And you guys have heard me say this. I'm a huge believer that special people finish things. It doesn't matter. Anyone can start. It takes no skill, no talent, no commitment to start something. And I said, we're going to play 18 Big 12 games. And then hopefully be in the postseason. We're going to finish this the right way. We're going to finish this the Iowa State way. And I think the seniors bought into that even more in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And luckily we are where we are today.
What's this do for your guys' confidence heading into the Big 12 tournament?
I think it's got to give you some confidence. I don't really know if that really changes anything. I think what it does is it makes you relax a little bit. It makes you understand, from a coaching standpoint, now it's like, hey, you beat Baylor, you ought to be able to do you kind of turn it on them a little bit. But we are so excited to be going to Kansas City, and Callie's here, and unfortunately Jamie Pollard's not here. But the work that Jamie and Callie did when no one would listen to them to get this tournament where it should be, together with the guys, and that is something that our players are going to celebrate. We're going to take our team to the men's game and enjoy everything about the best postseason event in the country. And we're going to, the Big 12. The world will be, the college basketball world will be centered around the Big 12 in Kansas City, and we're going to be honored to be a part of it. And it doesn't happen without Jamie and Callie doing what they've done. And I sat in those meetings, and there's a lot of something to one vote, something to one vote, something to one vote. But damn it, it was one, and it was one, and then all of a sudden it kept moving, and now we're there, and we're looking forward to it.
So marquee, kind of big ranked win, kind of the one thing that's been missing from this season for you guys.
Yeah, all the numbers, and I'm one of those people now this time of year. I drive my family crazy. I drive my staff crazy because I'm crunching the numbers like crazy. And yeah, we've had some good wins. Our strength of schedule was really good. But when you beat, in my opinion, the best team in the country, I'm sure people who are looking at the scroll are gonna go, dang it, we got to wait till it comes around because no one's going to believe it happened. I've been there. And so I think, when everyone sees that score, they're probably going to be like, oh, okay. But this is about our seniors and our fans today, and hope they enjoy it. Yes, Chuck. Oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Morgan Kane.
Yes.
Maybe a great example of a kid who, okay, you got to help us out here, and she took advantage of that moment.
No, she did. We're playing Baylor, and Mo has to go in there and just battle like she did. She gets in foul trouble, and we put Maddie Fred in, so we're playing 5 guards against Baylor, and you're just trying to survive. You're trying to get to halftime, and I thought we did, and I think and I thought the other thing, a lot of times as a head coach, obviously you're going to start your seniors, and we're sitting in, and I told them, I said, you're going to play 5 minutes. We're not going to sub you out, whatever. But you're sitting there going, this could be 8-0. It could be a first round knockout. But I thought our seniors played great. Took care of the ball. They did. Nia got a good stop. Jade hits a shot. I mean, and then we went back with some of them. So I think, every coach loves the whole team win thing. That's usually not true. It's usually your 2 best players win the game and the rest of them stay out of the way. This is a game that when people look at the box score and they're going to go, those kids played those amount of minutes, that says a lot about them. And hopefully, that's why I said, the last thing I told them before the game started was, there's a lot of things you can give the fans and your seniors, but the most important thing is give your best. Give your best effort. And I thought they all did that today.
What was the post-game celebration like in the locker room?
Oh, they just threw water on me. Yeah, nothing crazy. They just, usually after games like that, everyone's so excited. So it's basically get in and talk for 30 seconds and get out because they got other things to worry about and they're not listening to what I have to say anyway at that point. I wouldn't be either.
You kind of talk about how the forwards played today, especially with Kristen being out.
No, I mean, we're undersized, and we tried to keep as many bodies close to the basket as we could. Mo, Inez, Fred, Ash. We were going to give up some shots, try and keep them off the board as best we could, try and find a way to score. Obviously, we tried to tempo the game some. We just can't score around the basket against them. They're just too big, and Ash just kept sticking her nose in there, and I said, just keep going. Just you got to keep competing, and her numbers weren't great, but I think because she was aggressive, the other kids fed off of that and got us a couple threes. And we thought before the game we'd have to make 12 threes to be in the game. We made 10, and luckily that was enough.
Bill, what does it say about Ashley that 3 of 18 from the field, trying to get to the rim with Cox, 6 blocks I think she had. I mean, to go to the line and hit that shot when you need it.
I think it says a lot about it says a lot more about who she is as a person and the way she was raised. And that kid is one tough, what. And I mean, you talk about, she probably got hit more than Brees Hall got hit today. I mean, literally. And she's going to the basket every play, and there's contact, and she just keeps going and going and going. And we said it in the West Virginia game. I think every single person who's associated with our team was really relaxed because it was Ash up there shooting the free throw. I mean, I think, she was smiling. I mean, Maggie and Ray, like I said, were acting like we already won the game, because it's just, she has that kind of confidence, and her teammates have that kind of confidence in her.
Did you kind of know it was going to be a special day when you shots from 5 feet behind the line started falling with the shot clock running down? And
Yeah, those are great scripted plays, but I mean, I think Inez's 3 reminded me of Monica Heuman's shot that she hit against Connecticut, and Maggie and Ray. It's got to go that way. I mean, obviously, we tell our kids this all the time. If we play them 10 times, we're going to maybe get lucky and beat them once. We don't have to be better than them in a 4 out of 7 series. We had to be better in a 40-minute game. And we were lucky, but at the same time, I am a firm believer that the basketball gods reward people, and you get lucky when you compete, and you don't back down from people. And that's what I just told them. I said the same thing at halftime. I said, it's a damn fight. You're going to get knocked down. Get your butt up, and let's just keep fighting. And when the game ends, look at the other team, celebrate, whatever it is, but know that you did the things that you're supposed to do. That's what Iowa State fans expect, and that's what Iowa State people demand. And luckily for us, we did it today.
Your team faces Kansas State on Saturday in the Big 12 tournament.
I have no idea. I know we play Kansas State.
Friday.
No, Friday. Yeah, I know we play Kansas State Friday. We're the 4 seed, so we get to wear our white uniforms again. We'll look at that tonight. I mean, they just beat us. It was a recent game, so we'll have a better plan maybe. But it's a great opportunity to go down there and to finish fourth and play in that tournament. We don't have to wait long. I think it's early. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning, so get up and go play.